Hello, good evening to every one of you, and thank you for tuning in to our PropNex WeInterview series. So, whoever is here, just say hi to me and Danny. Just say hi to me also first. Let me later introduce Danny out. Okay, so thank you for your thank you everyone to tune in on time. And today, I'm Yvonne, COO of PropNex Malaysia, and I'm the host for today. And today, the topic of today is actually how to be on top, how to stay on top of your real estate game. Okay, so today our guest is actually Danny Gan, and he is actually a leader, our group leader in PropNex Malaysia, and he been in this industry more than almost 10 years, and he actually a very consistent achiever. He actually achieved Platinum Achiever. He achieved our Titanium Achiever in PropNex Malaysia. What is mean Titanium Achiever is actually 500 per month. Okay, and he's actually leading a team that about 20 person in his 20 people in his team. Okay, so let us put a hand to welcome Danny.
Thank you, everyone. Hi, everyone. Hi, Shane. Hi, Shelly. Danny, Stephen. Hi, Stephen. Stephen, I'm the Taiwanese client will come to KK sometime end of this year. I will get in touch with you for the Sabah office space. Yeah, hi. Hi, Philo. Hi, Rachel.
Okay, so before we start, so let's share to all the friends here and to share to all your friends here, because Danny is going to share with you a lot of diamond. Actually, I quite admire him and being inspired by him. And just now I want to find to make some correct. It's 500K per month. Okay, it's not 500. It's 500K per month. Okay, so you share with everyone, whoever is coming, and just say hello to every one of yours here. Okay, and when you share 3 people and hashtag 3 people, then we have a small gift to give away. And as we know that when we come to real estate, every one of you also, some of you is real estate agent. Maybe some of you who listen to us is not a real estate agent yet, and you would like to become one of it. And you're also curious about this real estate industry. And every one of us come from different industries. Same goes with me and Danny also. So everyone, are you curious to know about Danny, where actually before come to real estate, which industry that Danny is actually from? Do you want to know? If yes, you say that yes, then I'll ask him these questions. At the meantime, right, if you have any questions that you want to ask Danny, you can always raise it or always leave in the comment. Or you find something is actually a very good point that you would like to take away, and you feel that it's actually resonate in you, you also can put inside the comment. Okay, so yes, Danny, everyone is also curious, before you really come into real estate, what is your first job, or what is your first, yeah?
Hi, thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, everyone. Hi, everybody. Hi. Good to see all of you here. Before I into real estate, I am actually in tourism background. So I've been with the tourism background for close to 10 years. So yeah, so I'm into a ticketing department. So we issue a lot of tickets to corporate client. So we issue ticket to Citibank, issue ticket to GE for their executive to travel around the world. So that's what I do in the past 10 years. Basically, it's a ticketing line. So it's customer service, and also it's a very stressed job, because sometimes you have to hold your cell phone back to home, and then it's set 7/24 on call. Sometimes your client from Europe will call you, hey, Danny, my flight is cancelled, so I need to have another flight from Paris to New York. So get me done. So that's sort of a situation. So it's quite a stressful, especially during the tsunami time. We are doing a lot of evacuation crisis management. So yeah, it's a good learning. Yeah.
Danny, is it mean that after you graduate, the first job is actually in travel? Why you choose this travel agency to start your first career?
Very simple. Everybody like to travel, right? So at that point of time during my Form 3, I pick up a newspaper, and here it says that, hey, 1 year diploma and you travel around the world. How attractive! So that's how I sink into the tourism industry. So I didn't I didn't bother to look at other industry. I just go after graduate after Form 5. I was just into a 1-year diploma, then straight away for 10 years tourism. Yeah.
So do you travel around the world? Do you manage to travel around the world?
Yeah. We have a lot of so-called what we call it agent trip. So like property agent, we do have like a property tour, right? For travel agent, we have travel agent tour whereby Australia Tourism will invite us agent in Malaysia to go to Australia to familiarize all their tour itinerary. Then when you come back to Malaysia, then you sell the Australia tour, or you become the ambassador to sell the tour. So there's sort of an agent trip we always attend.
Okay, so you in the travel agency almost 10 years. So what made you after this 10 years, right? You straight away go into real estate, or you still have other industry?
No, there's only 2 industry so far. First one will be tourism. Second one will be real estate entirely until now.
And then what? Because normally come to transition period, a lot of people might take some consideration. What made you from travel industry jump into real estate industry, which is 2 different industry?
Very simple. So a lot of times we do something differently. It must be some sort of like a trigger point. So the trigger point for me is that I have my firstborn baby boy. So as you know, in travel line, you have to it's a long hours job. So I need to have more time for family. First thing first. And then secondly, give it a try for other industry, because you might not know, because maybe the 10 years is, if there's one say it's like, if you don't make a change before 30, then you are forever there already, stuck there already. So I just give it a try, see whether I can make it or not. So I'm just trying, barely trying only.
So during that time, it's actually not yet reached 30. That's why you make a big change or big jump.
That point of time is about 28. Yeah, it was 28.
About 28. So everyone, all our friends here, so whoever is actually real estate, are you really have same experience before when you really want to change, or when you want to cross over to one industry? Is it because of the family? Normally, I believe that it's because of the family, right? And also because of the time. You need to want to find more time for the family. You want to spend more time with your family. That's why you actually jump up from the daily job, or jump up from the employment job, or jump up that is actually take up your time too much. That's why you come to real estate, right? Who is here? Who is who also having the same, right? You can say that, yes, it's me. I also having the same. So during that time, because of your first child, then you cross over to the industry. So once you change to real estate industry, why you actually, as I know that you go into commercial, but it's not residential, why you choose commercial?
Okay, first thing first, if you're into commercial or commercial real estate, you know that usually you only need to handle the client during Monday to Friday, during office hour. So it's a pretty straightforward kind of a routine. That's the first thing. Secondly, also part of my previous job routine, because I dealt with a corporate client before, so I roughly know where is their office, where is their regional office, their headquarter is. So I'm familiar with those office tower. So I always reapply what have I learned from the past, and then I apply into the new industry. So I choose particularly for office space, because there are about close to 400 to 500 office tower in the whole Klang Valley. So it's actually quite substantial. So yeah, that's how I fascinate into this sector.
And a lot of times, some people is actually they have fear when they want to cross over to a new industry. Sometimes a lot of people out there, they might actually try part-time. So during the time, are you try part-time, or you straight away make your decision and straight away jump out?
Straight away jump out. I make it no time. I make it no time, because it's either I make it or I leave the industry. So I have to go all out and grab. So at the beginning point, I learned a lot from my mentor, which is my previous boss, 𝗴𝗵. So 𝗴𝗵 taught us a lot in self-discipline. So even though we are into real estate, so-called freelancer, so you are your own schedule, you are your own boss, right? But for me, it's different. I still have to go back to the office in Damansara during clock in 9 o'clock and then clock out 5 o'clock. So that's sort of a daily routine. It's like I'm still in the office job. It's just that I'm in office job but doing real estate. So for me, got no difference.
So during that time, you learn your discipline, and because you're changing, during that time, it's like you're under employment, you got fixed income. So when it comes to real estate, you no longer have the fixed income. So how you adjust yourself from that?
This is a very quick question. I checked with my head of department before. They clocked the first. My previous head of department is Suchita. So she's now in Singapore with a CBRE. So she said that she clocked the first deal within, I think, the 12 months. So she waited for 12 months to clock the first deal. For me, I'm more lucky because I have the people surrounding me, give me all the guidance, the ambience, the energy level that we are having. Because by 9 o'clock, all our colleagues in the office already. We have like 5 to 8 colleague in office space market. So we make it like a daily routine. So for me, the first deal that I clock is up the fourth month. Yeah, quite lucky. But it's not lucky. It's not just about lucky because we do a lot of groundwork also.
All the agents, right, whoever have experienced it, they always will remember their first case. So same with you. So you remember your first case so well, right?
Of course, it's like first girlfriend. Always remember.
Yeah, I've seen the same experience before because when I do my interview with all those experienced negotiator or those top producer, they always remember how they are so fresh and so young and didn't even close it before, and they always remember their first case and always remember we always say they break the first egg lah. So this is how you remember. So during that time, you consider that you are lucky, but you also got discipline, right? And you do all your groundwork, then only you manage to close the deal.
Yeah, at that point of time, my boss gave me a task. They say, "Hey, Danny, this is the list of IT company in the whole Malaysia. So get it done. Call all of them." Then I look at it. Wow, you know how many? I think about 2,000 to 3,000 on them list. Then I said, "Okay, never mind. I just take it and I do my daily daily routine to call, to email, to reach out." That's how I pick up the most diamond from there, because from the client address that they are using, I know where they are. So that's how I pick up all the demographic knowledge from KLCC to Klang, all the single location of the office space. I am well versed with that. Yeah. So it's a good ground training. It's always training. You don't know when you need you need to apply this, but it's good to be prepared always.
And after that, from there, 5 years, then you cross over to PropNex, also almost 3 years. So during these 8 years, what is the big transformations that you will have?
When I first crossed over to PropNex Malaysia, it was April 2019. So I just brought two fellow Michelle. Thank you, Michelle Yong, and thank you, Brian. Hopefully they are in the screen on the screen also. So they give me so much of trust. So I have to bring them on board and then do whatever it takes. So when I come over to PropNex, I like the culture first thing first, because the environment is very energetic. It's a sharing culture, and then it's also somewhat like not in national level, but not in global level. In between. It's like you are not somewhat in Malaysia a company, but you are like international, but you are not there to like global company. So you're like more like Southeast Asia kind of influence. So I like that kind of a niche presence. So yeah.
Brian is here with you.
Brian.
Okay, so as I know that when you cross over the time, you actually quite struggle for some time, right? You're also facing some challenges during the moment.
Yeah, at that point of time, it's like 2019 second half of the year. In fact, the office space market doesn't doing really well, so I'm stuck for like, I think easily about 6-7 months without any income. And I'm like I have a lot of listing, I have a lot of leads, but yet I cannot close it, so it must be something wrong. So how I overcome this is that I just don't look back. Because I still have teammate, I cannot be like so frustration and showing the, if I'm down, then they have no way, they have no direction already, so I have to find my way out. So I actually talking to some of the team leader in PropNex, like Sean. Thank you, 𝗲𝘀𝘁𝘁𝗲. I think 𝗲𝘀𝘁𝘁𝘁 give me a encouragement during one of the team meeting. So he give me an encouragement to move forward. So Cliff also, Cliff at a point of time also give me a call to ask me to attend the ASD training during the December section. So sometimes you just need a little bit push from your teammate or your peers. So it helps. It helps.
Do you, because a lot of time, especially during this period of time, FMCO, everyone also tough. A lot of times, some people, when they're facing some tough time, some low period, they might have a sudden think of to give up. Do you have the moment of this thinking of giving up?
Never. Because I'm kind of like, I already quite up to the market, but I'm still struggling. So I think it's something not right. But I because at that point of time, during my previous agency, I didn't build team, so I kind of like, I can't leverage people's time, their location base, and also their skill set. So for me, when I cross over to PropNex, I can leverage my teammate and work the deal and assignment basis. Yeah.
Okay, so that means that you will never give up. Then a lot of time when we deal a lot of different deals, sometimes no, and as a man, normally how you deal with your emotion, because as I interview some of the women out there, they will actually sit inside the car and just let go their emotion and cry in the car. So how about men? Everyone also curious, right? And for me, I'm also curious normally how men release their emotion or their tension or their pressure.
I can cry in front of my wife one, so it's okay. I can cry in front of her. So because as a husband and wife, you need to be also transparent. You need to show your true, I mean, what you're facing now. She also need to know so that she can walk along with you, because this is very important. Because relationship is it's not 10 years, 20 years. It's one forever. So yeah, I talked to my wife at the point of time. Then I also voice out we have a difficulty in financial, so we have to really buckle up our buckle up and also save a lot of things, and then stretch the repayment to all the mortgage or to the credit card to the maximum. Just have to get rid of it. I mean, just hold tight. I mean, of course, you need to seek for help also. You need to ask for help, because if you don't ask for help, no one able to lend you a hand also. So that's very important.
So actually, no matter, just to share, because sometimes women out there might thought that men is actually macho, they can handle everything, but sometimes men also have a vulnerable time moment. So as a wife, actually can give a space for the man to actually share with you, or sometimes they just want to listen here, no need to give them too many ideas from here, so that they can be vulnerable, so that you can work through the tough time together. Then there's the way that is the relationship built and much more stronger and bonding. Yeah, it's a lifetime partner and relationship. That's why we need to be authentic and being vulnerable to actually let the other party know. Yeah, and let the partners know, so that we can actually face it together. So this is what you are the man. Yeah, you are the man that is actually because a lot of time a lot of men don't say it out, and then just that's why then they will have the very far away the relationship in between wife and husband, because they can't really understand what is the problem that you have. If sometimes wife want to help, right? Yeah, common chance say wife is your best friend. Yes, right? Your wife is your best friend.
Yeah, in the phone I also save her as a best friend. You seriously have to treat your wife as a best friend, because you can't treat them like your spouse, right? it has to be your best friend, so that you can always anything happiness or anything you feel uncomfortable, you also give her a call for sharing your feeling. So it's either you call your buddy or you call your best friend always.
He's not only a good leader, he's also a good father and good husband, and also a good best friend of for his wife. Do you know that when I asked him, right, I say, how long you've been in this industry for real estate? He said that how old my children, that means how long I've been in this market. Do you want to know how old is his children? He got 2 children. Danny?
Yeah.
You got 2 children, right? How old are they?
Yeah.
And
8 years old boy, 7 years old girl.
okay, because you're also someone that is actually very you need to like take good care of your job, and then take good care of your family, and take good care of your team. Then how you spend time with your family and your children?
Actually,
How
actually like what 𝗿𝗶𝗹𝗶 or boss say, it's very simple. Once the wife taking care of the family, the rest of it okay already. So wife is actually playing a big role of pillar in the family, whereby she taking care of all the in and out for the family routine, for the children, for the mother-in-law, and also for our well-being also. So it's fantastic if you have a good wife. Please love more.
so what you want to tell the man? Love the wife more, and then ensure the wife happy, is it?
Yeah,
by the way,
happy.
I also will be curious whether your wife is actually working or housewife.
50% housewife, 50% doing part-time in e-commerce. Yeah.
So actually nowadays the wife also working. So actually, yeah, woman is actually multitasking, right? Are you agree with me? All the women out there, right? We can actually have our career at the same time, take good care of family, take good care of husband and children, right? And can tell you all our PropNex, all the negotiator under PropNex women's negotiators, they are very powerful in our PropNex Malaysia. They can multitasking, they can have their very good result and take good care of husband and wife. Okay, and some of them, right, they actually even husband and wife together work in our company. Okay, so if you have meantime, if you have any questions want to ask Danny, you can always type in the chat, okay, and leave down the comment. And some of the good point that is actually shared by Danny, you can also leave it in the comment, so that some people that are able to get the diamond out there. So Danny, after that, because a lot of people they actually just say that I do my own sales first lah. I don't want to bother anything first lah. But what make you or what inspired you to build the team? And when you cross over, because last time when you're in old company, you didn't really build the team. You also is a lone ranger, or you and why come over, you build the team, and now your team is actually more than 20, and then they also same with you doing corporate and commercial together.
Yeah, if you without a team, nowadays even more vulnerable. Previously, before I cross over, I was a lone ranger. Very busy. You can do a lot of things, but there's only so much you can do. Like every day, in out. There's only like maybe 5 to 7 cases you can do in 1 month. But what about if you have like you have incoming inquiry or incoming listing you need to service, but there's only one of you. How do you service? Okay, put it this way. Let's say you are servicing a corporation. How can a single man to service a corporation with 10 or 100 people organization? So obviously you need to have like a full-fledged team to service the organization. So that sparked me also lah. We need to have a team to do more, and also to service, because once you tied up with the corporation, it's actually a long-term relationship. Anything, they will just come back to you and ask for opinion. Because if you do not have a full-fledged team, you can't grow your circle of influence. There's only so much you can do. Yeah.
Okay, that means that the team is very important now, right? So that they can actually leverage on, you can actually divide it up all the tasks to them and then work together. Then they also will say that during time, like especially the corporate, they also would like to know then how you actually share among each other. And sometimes come to leverage, and then how you actually upfront talk, or how you negotiate, or how you make the deal equally,
Okay.
or do the task?
Okay, it's all about delegation in team building. So first thing first, you must know your teammate, what is their strength and skill set. For example, they are well versed in a location in Subang, and you have got a client in Subang. So obviously you want to work with the Subang local specialist. So you can work with the local in terms of the demographic. They are more, there's an advantage. I always emphasize what is your circle of competence. It means what is your advantage, because in any business, if you do not have an advantage, or you don't have the things that doesn't give you an edge, and you're in it, actually you are compete with other people, then your chances of closing is actually slim, more slim. So you need to know your circle of competence. I give you an example. For me, we are servicing the office market, and also industrial warehouse market. So there's one case whereby we get to know, because in 𝗲𝗹𝗹𝗶𝗴, as you all know, a lot of warehouses, they actually occupied, is under supply. So we get to know there is one client, they're looking for office space. Then we get to know their name, and we know the buildings is actually owned by a REITs company. So by then by knowing the organization wanted to move out from the building, we already know there is a listing out there without any other agent knowing, because some other agent will get the information from the leasing manager, but the particular tenant hasn't moved out yet. So we get the first information. We know the warehouse is going to be available soon. So at the same time, after the sales bootcamp training, we go and do the door knock. Thank you, 𝗵𝗲. I go for one round of door knock section with 𝗵𝗲 in 𝗵𝗲𝗶𝗶𝗶 logistic hub to knock some of the clients' door, to get to know them, to talk to their people. So that's how I get the lead. And also we move the tenant to nearby warehouse. So this is some so-called circle of competence. You must know what you are good at, so that you can compete, or you can because you can only, if you are servicing your client or your buyer or your supplier, you must know more than what they know, right? If you are just like knowing what you know, they know more than you, then you have nothing much to say, right? So that's how what we call that a circle of competency. You must know what is your advantage before you really enter a specific sector. Sector can be a business type, or it can be a product type. Yeah.
So that means, being a real estate, we must also always empower ourselves, get more knowledge. And do you know that Danny Gan is actually always read a lot of information out there, and he always sends all the informations that he's been read into our leader groups. Okay, so Danny, why make you want to read more and want to study all those information out there? Actually, what is this benefit? Because a lot of people, they just mainly do whatever they do, and then after finish it, then they didn't really explore all those information. Why you need to go through all this information and update yourself? Got what benefit?
Actually, also because lazy, so you need to read a lot. Because by reading, you okay, put it this way. For example, you don't have a research team, so you want to get to know certain market segment. Let's say you want to know shipping industry, you want to know retail industry, you want to know medical industry. How do you get to know the information at your fingertips? How do you get to know without going out and ask people? How do you know? So very simple is that you can actually crawl the company, not the company database. This is the annual report. The annual report from Bursa Malaysia. Then you can look back, what is their current challenges in the upcoming year, or what is their outlook for their industry. Then from there, you roughly will know whether this company is actually trending. Trending means they are doing well, they are expanding, or they are facing a lot of challenges. Then you need to find a solution to talk to them, create a meaningful dialogue to talk to all your prospect, a specific sector that you want to talk to. So for me, one of the useful thing that you all can do is that you can buy all the company shares of relate to REIT, Real Estate Investment Trust. There are only like less than 15 counters in Bursa Malaysia. You can buy all the shares. It will cost you a lot. It costs you probably less than 5,000 ringgit. You can get all the share for 100 lots already. Then every year they will send you an annual report to your doorstep. You just open up the annual report and you can read. And there's all the analysis and also upcoming supply, demand, market segment, who is a new player, what is the market activities. So from there you have a good preparation. I'll put it this way, like good preparation. Maybe at this point of time you do not need to do certain sector. Let's say you are not into hotel real estate, but if you receive this Sunway REITs annual report, you can read all the hotel report. What sort of hotels are coming in? What are the current supply? What is our tourism incoming number of traveler? All this. So from there you have an edge, you have an advantage if you want to really into this sector lah. And then from there,
So from there, what you want to say, you can continue. That means you will get more information so that you can actually be more advanced competitive advantages then so that you can provide the consultations to the customer, right? Especially when you come to serve your corporate customer.
Yeah, and then please don't just restrict yourself in Malaysia. I mean, you have to also look out global. You also need to read the similar report from US, from UK, Australia. So all these people, all these country, they are developed country. So a lot of things that they have already been through that we are going to facing soon. So from there you can have you're more advanced in preparation. Yeah.
Can you elaborate more in detail on this part? Because some of them might be curious why we just focus in Malaysia property only, why we should know about others country, or why we want to, can you elaborate in this more in detail, how it helps?
Okay, for global company, they also will buy property in Singapore and in Malaysia. So there are times you can do a capital market, you can sell the big ticket item to the real estate investment trust fund in overseas, in Australia, in Singapore, in US. Yeah, they are buying property in Southeast Asia sometimes. You really have to watch out. And then the technology they are applying and the building construction technology, the building design they are having, also something that you can take back, and then you can advise the supplier. For me, it's like I can advise the warehouse builder how to build the warehouse by knowing how they plan the distribution center. So you are not just serving the tenant and buyer, you're also serving your supplier, both sides. So you must know the inside out.
So that means the whole supplier change. So when you go into the industry, you must jump in and dive in. So like Danny, they are right. When they do right, they actually dive in. They will see the whole change, whole supply chain, right?
Whole supply chain.
Okay. Do you still have any questions to ask Danny? If yes, you can always. How did you learn to analyze? How have you? What you have read in the company annual report? When you come to annual report, they're asking you, so how you do the data analysis, or what is the important point to extract out?
Okay, very simple. Okay, it's all about how you apply it, application. So annual report, it will tells you what sort of provision supply upcoming for the next 1 to 3 years. Then that actually is your listing already. Without any other, I mean, if you fast enough, you can already market the property in advance. So that's how I use it for listing. And for marketing side, then you know what sort of a tenant or buyer are acquiring property. So from there, you can also sell property or rent property to the specific, let's say the buyer is from financial background, then you can talk to financial background people, A, B, C, D, E, likewise. So that you very fast, you can one thing, but you can branch out for 10 things. These are the things that you can do.
So that's why those people that is from corporate right now, you struggle and you would like to jump up from your corporate world. So this is the way that you actually can also fully utilize your previous experience that you have been worked through. So this is also part helpful. So no need to worry saying that you in corporate world, when I come to real estate, is totally new industry. You actually still can fully utilize what have you worked in the past, and then how you actually leverage it and use it for your competence to this industry. and you can continue to serve a lot of different customers. So actually, property market is actually very huge. It's not just that residentials. It actually can come to commercial, corporate, and warehouse. So every one of you agree, right? So that's why you say that this is the market sense that you want to let us know, right? How about innovation?
No, I mean for the market is there are a lot of sector you can service in Malaysia, not just about warehouse. You can you can service. I mean, if you go to those Malaysia Investment Development Authority (MIDA), then you will know our GDP are derived from what sort of respective sector in how many percentage. Then from there you can, let's say they are oil and gas sector, they are finance, they are services in a lot of other IT sector. You have also manufacturing sector in different. Manufacturing is so big. I mean, you have a food industry, you have rubber industry, glass industry, steel fabrication, furniture, and then semicon. All this. I mean, by all means, if you want to learn, then these are the sector you can start with.
And during this time, it's actually a good time for you to actually brush up your skills and actually learn something new. Okay. And Danny, this is about market sense, so also about innovations. What you mean that we want to ensure in real estate innovations? What type of innovations that we need to be aware of?
Very simple. Maybe it's more like a portfolio pairing. For example, we need to have like a slow, fast moving small quantum product to keep it alive. And also you need to do some sort of like a big ticket item, but it takes longer time to do the deal, so that you have two set of portfolio to juggle, so that you won't sink if you like 2019 for me, I only have one portfolio. So if you only have one portfolio, if the market is not doing good, then you can't blame others because you don't prepare yourself. But if you prepare 2-3 portfolio, one portfolio, maybe for housing also, it can be like bungalow or land. It can be 2 portfolio. I mean, you can do a pairing. So whenever one is not doing good, the other one is still moving. You have to figure out the thingy. I think
it's
that's
something
important.
Like they do rental as well together with sales. At least they have something coming. So at least they have 2 portfolio. What you mean?
At least 2 portfolio, I think. At least 2 portfolio.
Okay. So other than this, right? And when everyone also very curious now from the way that you see. Danny had already been planted the seed and do his daily job and do a lot of different activities. And everyone also want to find out how you actually spend your day, a day life of an agent. How you start your day?
I sleep quite late. That's why I wake up also quite late. So I mean, for us, very simple. I mean, for our team, I just implement what I have learned from my previous agency. It's so-called like we call it self-reporting system, or self-reporting system, whereby you every morning before 9 o'clock, you send in what you need to be. I mean, what is your task for today? Top 3 priority, what you need to be done for the day, and then by end of the day, you check and balance what you have achieved and what not. Then from there, you know your activities. Then you optimize from there. I mean, this is like one of the strategy I'm using. I mean, of course, we read a lot also. We read a lot. Particularly, say you want to enhance your corporate deal strategy, you can actually download those property which are transacted. I mean, buy sell asset, listed company buy sell asset, and then you can put out the so-called info memo from the Bursa Malaysia, and it tells you how they structure the deal. Because in one deal usually they will involve 3 components: the pricing, the payment methods, and also the condition precedent. So say for example, you are selling, you want to be in let's say hotel industry, then you can crawl back those hotel transaction which already done before from Bursa Malaysia. You crawl back and you can go through the payment term, the condition precedent. Is it like a federal approval, or is there any state government approval? All this that's how you get yourself prepared first before you go into this sector. They are more prepared.
So that means your daily routine is actually set the priority first. then the reading is also very important in your life, and especially in your real estate career as well, right? So remember, you can actually note it down in the comment. So normally they actually will have their daily routine and set 3 priority first, and then ensure the 3 important they settle first. Then they also very important reading. No matter what material or what information or what research, they always read it. Yeah, so this is the things that can share with every one of you here. So then after that, because everyone know that is actually, that's why when we see, in order to be able to be top, always be in top in real estate and in the game, right? So this is the small little things that people didn't see. And they always see the brighter side of you when you really achieve it for their titanium achiever.
Okay. Let's. I mean, since you highlight this, I mean, as you for me, I'm actually collecting all the data almost 5 years. I didn't really go and do the warehouse market because I didn't have a team. So I have a good ground already in terms of database. So before I even start. So likewise for me, I'm also save on a lot of land development land, because I'm not into land development yet. So I'm collecting all the land listing, anything related to land in terms of the market news or the buyer or the so-called the town planning mapping, all this. I'm actually collecting all the information because eventually I will be there. Maybe not now, because now we are still very much into the warehousing market. So we have much time to expand to other sector now.
So, okay, because everyone know that it's actually you achieve titanium. So from here, I just want to highlight, you see, when someone they're able to achieve and always be top and achieve the titanium, you can see that how many groundwork they have been doing it. It's not just one day, it's actually been accumulated. So whoever that you want to be on top, so if you didn't do all those work, doesn't matter, start from now. No need to self-blame or no need to have anything start. Just start from now. What you want to achieve, always remember why first time you start your real estate. And like as you promised that you want to get a better life for your parents, your loved one, and don't being miserable. Don't because of the FMCO, the external outcome that we couldn't control. You couldn't control the event, but you can control your own emotions and you can control your personal peak and valley. Like Danny, he already showed us a very good example how he can control his own personal peak and valley. When come to valley, how he can actually work throughout and break throughout and keep himself to go up at the peak, and how he do all the daily groundwork and daily tasks to ensure he able to be on the peak. So do you get all the diamond out there? Yes, right. So Danny, as I know that you build your team, so I also see your team being transformed. Do you have any particular how you feel when you also see them grow and seeing transform and seeing them achieve a great result with you?
Of course, very happy. You see someone, you see someone they grow from small boy become big boy, and then with a confidence level they are having now, and then they can present to the listed company director. They can also consult, give sound advice to the listed company director. That is something that you feel very proud of it. Very proud, really very proud.
And Danny also would like to help and reach out more people. If you whoever will listen and you actually struggle and you're not sure whether you want to join real estate industry, so you can always find Danny to have a talk. And then if you really want to venture into corporate, whoever is actually doing resi, you can still continue to do your resi. And if you really want to know more about corporate, you can always contact Danny as well. He always he's very helpful. He will able to share everything and let you know and guide you through. Okay, and Danny, another thing that I want to ask you is actually about a lot of time, a lot of people is actually struggle in between. Like just now you say that being inspired. A lot of people is out there. Sometimes they say that I don't want to be leader. What is the advice that you want to give it to them so that they can actually be like you, achieve your own sales, at the same time achieve the team sales together, and actually grow the team together, and ensure everyone also earn together?
Happiness comes first. When you achieve something, if you're just one by yourself, how would you feel? What is more better that you have a team to celebrate with you, to do deal with together with you, and then more than that is that whenever you have like you're too busy, you have someone to back you up, so they can help you to consume the leads or the listing. Or if you are sometimes some of your teammates, they are like there are a lot of time they don't have enough activities, so there will be some agent who are better, who can delegation, so that there's like a pairing system. It's like a pairing system, keep moving like you have a overflow task, someone can take it up, or someone who are like a lot of capacity, you can use out the capacity. So it's like you can leverage people times their location, their skill set so it's like a win together is more happy than just one person, right?
There's a questions for you. Christine say that, Danny, how you track the PUSA? Is it you invest all in the share market? Any good tips?
Tips
no tips.
no tips one. This one you buy sell your own responsibility, right? How you make money, you also know why you make money, right? If you don't know why you make money, then it's dangerous part, right? So better you do your own study. Thank you. Better.
Danny, then what make you have this full of passions doing all these things?
Fun, because you are solving people's problem. Because the more problem you have, the more problem people have, the more solution you have, the more you can make, right? So you have to focus the problem first, then you offer your solution. So it's also sometimes you can help the business owner to grow their business or to save costs. From there they also will appreciate your services.
Yeah, agree. Like what we say, always add value. So you actually listen to what is their requirement, what they need. Then we provide the solutions and add values to them. Then money eventually come. We didn't chase after money. It's actually you continue to serve, continue to add values. Okay. So do you still have any question? What? Oh, Karen. Karen say that what is the typical line of sales cycle for the low range mega deals? Very long, right? Some.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Hi Karen. Okay. We have experience. There's one of my colleague they closed a deal waited for 5 years. 5 years. So it's a institution in 𝗲𝗹𝗶𝗶𝗶. So the rental com is by itself is about 400,000. So it's an institution for education institution. So they follow up for almost 5 years. But they are also anything less than 1 year I will consider fast. Anything less than 1 year.
So that's why you must have the patience also, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you still have any questions to ask Danny? Because it's almost 45 minutes, and thank you everyone for staying with us. And I believe and also strongly every one of you take a lot of diamond from whatever Danny have been shared with us. And Danny is someone that is actually very humble. He has been closing a number of big deals, okay? And he's actually our top achiever and also our top group. Last year, our top senior leaders, okay? And this year, you're already promoted to group leader. And Danny, what is the last words that you want to give to the people here, especially during this tough time, how we can actually stay stronger and walk through it?
Of course, positive is a must. Happy is a must. Don't read the negative news. Just just keep moving. Always ask for help first. If you don't ask for help, no one can really give you a direction. That's very important. You must ask for help first. The help can be from your leader or from other mentor. You need to ask for help. And then also the other thing I want to highlight also, you must know your strength and weakness. Your strength and weakness. I mean, just focus your strength. Sometimes you're good in numbers, sometimes you're good in the sales, sometimes you're good in detailing. Something that you're not good at, please find a partner to complement you. So that you are like it's very simple 50% plus 50% is 100%. You don't have to be always 100% one, right? You just focus your strength, you find someone who can complement you, then you have a perfect team already. It can be 2%, 3%, 5%, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I also agree. It doesn't matter as long as able to work together. All our direction, the team direction is right. Just share, because sometimes especially during this time, we need to help each other, especially all the negotiator. We know that we didn't have any income, so we just leverage on each other, cheer each other, and then we close deal together and share among each other. Yeah. Okay. So what is this year your personal goal and your team goal, so that we can end for this section?
I always focus team goal because team goal is more oriented, right? Because for us this year we wanted to service the top 30 logistic company in the market, so we will help them to expand their business in the whole port city in the whole Malaysia. So that's our plan for this year. So we didn't really set a target, but we just keep going. Our direction is very clear. We just want to service all these top 30 companies. Yeah.
So always put your goal and objective much more bigger, so that when you see the goal bigger and very far away, all this is actually nothing. All those challenge or obstacle is just nothing. Just aim for whatever you will achieve. Okay. Thank you so much to every one of you. Thank you for staying together with us more than about 45 minutes. And we wish you everyone have a very good night and take good care there. Okay. So thank you so much. See you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.